Hello YouTube, it's BirdOPrey5, and it feels like it's been forever since I've been doing a bed life stream, but I know it was only 3 days ago. 3 days ago, Friday was the last bed live stream. Today is Monday, May 6, 2019. Welcome all to the stream. Anti-Tracker was first many times throughout the day, and then in the last 40 or so minutes, constantly nudging via Skype, and then he was first after I started going live, saying, "The thing that sucks about this is since you are starting so late, I will not be able to listen. The way my workday goes, I can listen to your streams fairly consistently from 4 to 7 p.m. your time." Well, maybe the Caroga spies knew this, and they knew this was the best time to get the jump on you. Okay, you cannot be watching. So, maybe this was all planned in advance. And yes, go. Remember to switch to live chat instead of top chat for those who might be here. Shronmore was number 2. Welcome, Shronmore. He says, "Greetings, BirdOPrey5 and fellow nerds." Thomas Potts is number 3. Number 3, Thomas. Even the Kentucky Derby you would have lost. Okay, if this was the Kentucky Derby, we could have possibly overthrown the first place winner and said, you didn't really win because of reasons, and we'd rather give it to Thomas Potts. But even in the Kentucky Derby, the third place does not become the first place winner. Hector is number 4, says, "Oh no, I still haven't seen the last episode this night. I will." No, it's okay, Hector, it's okay. We don't have to get into any spoilers. Hector, if you're still here, let me know. We can totally do this spoiler free. There's really not a hell of a lot to bring up, and that's not a spoiler. That's not a spoiler. Thomas Potts says, "You're late." I know, Thomas, I am late. No, I'm not spoiling Game of Thrones, people. I am not spoiling Game of Thrones. Okay, first, that would be an exceptionally difficult thing to do. Second, you guys should be careful because somebody leaked a shit ton of spoilers. Now, we don't know if they're official or not, that leak, but they're out there. So be careful what you watch, okay? Thomas says, "I just got the notification." Well, maybe YouTube was a little late, because I did a video earlier today on, city skylines on that cool tool mod I found, and I really wanted to get that out there. I recorded it earlier in the day, but then when I rewatched it right before uploading it, I realized I never switched to the game. So I recorded all the audio while the website was on the screen. So I had to delete the entire thing. It was all a waste. And then re-record it before uploading it. And yes, this is going to be a relatively short stream because it's already 7 p.m., 7:05 according to the fish tank. And Anti-Tracker is going to come on between 8 and 8:30. So unfortunately, this is going to be one of our shorter streams. Thomas is BirdOPrey, "Why did you leave your Starbucks cups in Game of Thrones?" Yes, now that isn't a spoiler, but there was indeed. If you have not seen it yet, be on the lookout for a Starbucks cup in this latest episode of Game of Thrones. It will be there, pretend you're playing Where's Waldo, but it's Where's Starbucks. Because it is there. Mr. Landonji's Groovy Movie says, hey, Qapla and everything. Qapla, Mr. Langioni. Thomas Potts says, I'll spoil it if you won't. JP says, tell us the leaks. I don't want to tell you the leaks because there are people here who might not know them. But let me see if I can put in a URL to the leaks for those who don't mind seeing the spoilers. Let's see. Do I have where? Here we go. Let's see. We can do it this way. One second, and I'll get those leak spoilers URL. Now this is how hard they were to get. This is a photo of a screen that has the leaks, but they are perfectly readable, and it basically tells you how somebody, I don't know who leaked it, but how somebody is saying the episode, the series is going to end. And what I can tell you is that they seem to be right about episode 4. They seem to be right about what goes on in episode 4. And this came out a couple of days before episode 4. At least the day before episode 4 aired. So clearly they knew something. Now it's possible that this is planted, okay? Maybe the show people, maybe they leaked it themselves to throw us off. Maybe they gave us spoilers for episodes 4, but they've totally screwed it up and it's not going to be what happens in episodes 5 and 6. It's certainly possible. It's something to consider. Now, I don't mind spoilers, okay? Even if I'm going to see a movie or a TV show, most of the time, I don't mind spoilers. Like Endgame, I didn't mind knowing spoilers, even though I fully intended to watch all of Endgame. At some point, I will. But I didn't mind reading and seeing spoilers because I will just show it. And Kennewick Sapien says, lol, I saw on that Nerdrotic Bird shout out. Yes, I was on Nerdrotic stream today earlier listening, and he was saying, somebody started spamming the chat, and he said, I don't mind doing shout outs, I'll do a shout out. So I was like, you know what? I'll take the Nerdrotic shout out, because damn, that Nerdrotic shout out for Anti-Tracker, he's still benefiting from those subs. So good for him. So I got a little love from Nerdrotic today, and that very, very cool of Gary to do. I mean, 72,000 subscribers. He got 10,000 subscribers in just the last month alone. That is crazy. It is crazy. Good for him. And the fact that he remembers what it's like to be a starting out as a YouTuber, and he's not above even talking to people without super chats. 1,200 people, 1,200 plus people were in his stream today. 1,200 plus people, 4 times as many people as I have even total subscribers were in a single live chat today. And did he have slow mode on? No. I mean, he wasn't reading every comment, but he was reading some of the comments. He wasn't even limiting it to super chats. He was still pulling from comments. So good for Nerdrotic. That is, hopefully, if I ever get halfway as big, I am as grounded as he is. I won't be. I know I'm not. I will get totally, the power will go to my head. It's already starting to go to my head. I know it. But I aim. It's good to have goals. And my goal would be to be as down to earth as Gary. But I won't be. I won't be. That's probably why I won't get that close, but it's fine. It's fine. If I get just a little bit bigger, that'll be good. What is it? Actor says, okay, I'm still here. I've only got TV, Game of Thrones after all. Well, I thought Game of Thrones was only on TV. Thomas Potts says, they time travel and bring back the Ice Queen. I don't know. Thomas says, then Jenny destroys all the dragons. Who's Jenny? Actor says, the ice cream. Nice. That would be delightful. Yes. They bring back some, what is that called? Dulce de leche ice cream. And Danny's like, oh, this is good. I'm going to feed this to my dragons. And then the dragons, they gorge themselves on so much ice cream they can't breathe fire anymore. And instead of being big angry dragons, they now just like run around the fields like big overgrown puppies, as long as you keep feeding them ice cream. If they don't get ice cream, then the fire burns again. Thomas says, I have no idea what I'm talking about. I've never seen Game of Thrones. I suspected you had not. Kennewick says, me too, Thomas. Never seen an episode of Game of Thrones. Fun watching everyone excited over Game of Thrones, though. Actor says, Jenny from the block, that dear or something. Kennewick says, my brother read all the books. Yeah, my sister read the books, too. But I did watch all the episodes. I like them. Shromore says, but if you don't mention the A-Team van defibrillating the dead to bring extra forces to fight Cersei. Mr. Langoni's Groovy Movies is spoiler for the episodes just televised. The one that appeared Sunday night. You know, this Season 8, Episode 4. The one, yes, last night. Last night's episode. I'm not going to spoil it. I'm just going to talk about it in general, broad terms, if we have time. Thomas says, I know you gave Nerdrotic money today. I should blackmail you so I don't tell Anti-Tracker. Hey, I don't mind telling Anti-Tracker, okay? 72,000 subscribers. I'll give him money, okay? Plus, he gave me a shout-out. And I think Anti-Tracker understands good business when he sees it. Hector says, I read the good ones and Sammy read the last ones. Kennewick says, lol, I saw that Nerdrotic 2 bird shout out. Yes, yes. JP, has the leaker accurately predicted other events in the show? Yes, the leaks for episode 4 seem to be on spot on. So, but you know, that's a good thing. If you were going to put out a fake leak, you would have to put out the right spoilers for the next upcoming episode. This way, everybody thinks you're right about episodes 5 and 6. So, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, that's the good thing. Even if you read them, you can't be sure they're right. And they're really no different than any other fan theory. This is just a fan theory that perhaps would be correct. And if it's correct, then my fan theory about it being 2019 in the final episode is totally off. Arguably, though, my ending would be better. Joseph Patrick says, just in time to fall asleep to your voice. I do not watch Game of Thrones, but love spoilers, since I do not care for somebody who kills dragons. And I think I'm getting hiccups. Anti-Tracker says, spoiler alert, Caroga dies. Caroga never dies, Anti-Tracker. Caroga never dies. Thomas Potts says, Game of Thrones ends with a snap and the characters disappear. Kennewick says Caroga would be a good protagonist name. Hector says Caroga dies. You don't mean the 2 billion inhabitants. That's a lot of people. I skipped comments, but then I went back to them, Thomas. Calm down. Calm down. Sci-fi, and Thomas says he's unsubbing. Sci-fi guy says, hi, Bird of Prey. Don't watch Game of Thrones. Just glad to be here with my fellow nerds. Wow, such a big group of people who don't watch Game of Thrones, I gotta say. It's weird. A bad habit of his lately, Thomas. Hector, I went back and I read the comments. Mr. Langioni's Groovy Movies says, I just want someone to kill Freddie Mercury Greyjoy. Hopefully it'll be his niece. Joseph Patrick says to Anti-Tracker, when is the next episode? It's the only slaughter I want to watch. What? The next episode of Game of Thrones would be next Sunday night. Or you mean Anti-Tracker? Anti-Tracker is streaming tonight between around 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Between 8 and 8:30 p.m. Eastern, which could be as little as 45 minutes from now. Hector says he has more hair than you and a better beard. Who? Who has more hair than me? Oh, Gary? Yeah. Gary does. I mean, Anti-Tracker has more. Everybody has more hair than me. That's not the issue. The beard, though. Yeah, they do. They both do. Bird has better shirts. Thank you. JP says, burn them all. Thomas Potts says, since you skipped comments, Anti-Tracker Bird of Prey gave money. You deserve to Nerdrotic. And Anti-Tracker is shaking his head. Shrownmore, and damn it, Thomas, I didn't skip comments. I went back. Shrownmore says, Cersei and Jon being forced to fight side by side against the invasion of the Halflings. I was shocked. It came out of nowhere. Tiki of Doom is Qapla. Qapla Tiki of Doom. JP is lolling. Kennewick Sapien says, dragons eating ice cream. That subverts my expectations. Tiki of Doom, the Nerdrotic shoutout was dope. It was, right? That was pretty cool. JP says, those leaks seem highly plausible. They're setting up Qapla for his own agenda. Qapla? For his own agenda. Chief Cook says, hey guys, hello Chief Cook, welcome. Thomas says, Bird of Prey, Anti-Tracker, that Kowalski did an STD survey. Well, good for him. I assume he probably marked everything as great, don't change a thing. Resolute Germ says, why does anyone care about Game of Thrones? That show sucked the whole time. It just took people this long to realize it. Resolute, I disagree. It was some of the best, I think, personally, television entertainment we have seen in a long, long time. I will grant you this season is not living up to my expectations, but it would have been difficult. I mean, it would have been like near impossible because the expectations were so high. And I know a lot of people are hating on this whole season of Game of Thrones. And I will grant you, I'm not happy. I think they've taken the lazy way out. But even then, I still watched the entire episode with far more excitement and enjoyment than anything than Star Trek Discovery has ever put out. Even the worst episode, even the episode entirely shot in the dark, even episode 3, was far better than all but perhaps one Star Trek Discovery episode. Okay? It's far better than all but perhaps one, the new Twilight Zone series. Okay? It is, on the scale of things I watch, Game of Thrones is still up there, and the average as a series is incredibly high. It is not a fun series. It's not a happy series. It is not one you watch to feel good about yourself It's certainly not one you watch to laugh. It is one you watch to follow a story that you could not predict, okay? If you were watching it for the first time and literally had no idea what was going to happen, you've never heard of Ned Stark, you never heard of the Red Wedding, you never heard of things that have entered popular culture, and you were just watching it for the first time, you would be amazed because it breaks all of the rules of all the TV series you would have thought, if ever, anything you thought you knew about television, Game of Thrones threw it out the window. And they kept doing it until this season. But one bad season does not destroy an entire series. And like I said, it's low compared to their own previous standards. Compared to other television shows, especially modern television shows, it blows them away. I mean, besides The Orville and The Expanse, and I mean, current shows on television right now, shows that have new episodes right now, I would put Game of Thrones above, well, The Orville, shows that had new episodes sometime in 2019. I would put Game of Thrones, well, The Expanse is expected to come back this year. But I would put Game of Thrones at number 3. The Orville, The Expanse, Game of Thrones. Okay, 4th. 5th. The Orville, The Expanse, Silicon Valley, Veep, and Game of Thrones. Legit. And then, some other network series are in there in the top 10, but that would be it. That would be my rating. And that's with, now, had Game of Thrones been as great as I hoped it was, as great as previous seasons, then it would have been number 1. Chief Cook says the little girl will sit on the throne. Well, there's no little girl anymore. Unless you mean Arya, who's 22 or 23 now in story time. Now, she is small. She is a short woman, but she's not a little girl. And I doubt she's going to sit on the throne. She doesn't even want to, I don't want to spoil it, but she does not want to be royalty. She never has. She's always said that she's not a lady. She's been saying that for a long time. She wants to be a knight. She wants to be a badass. She does not want to be Sansa. Now, Sansa might sit on the throne. It's possible. I don't know. I hope not, but it's possible. Thomas says it wasn't as exciting as yours, Anti-Tracker. John Araki says, Qapla and John Araki, you're here, and I owe you a song. So, I might get that out of the way. Let's see. Okay. Robert Knowles is not here yet, Rambling Canuck. I've got something for him. But John Araki is here. So I am going to switch over because John Araki... Now, I have been so busy these last few days that I, unfortunately, did not get a chance to do my due diligence. So we're going to be... Oh, shit. Don't read that. Don't read that. Those were the Game of Thrones spoilers. Yeah. Close your eyes for 2 seconds. You wouldn't have been able to read anything for the 2 seconds they were on the screen. So I copied this from my email. So John Araki wants me to sing. Ah, shit. Don't look. Close your eyes. Sometimes copy doesn't take. I don't. Is this? Okay, you know what? Let me. Here we can go. We can do this. Let me put the camera back on me. Nope, that's the wrong one. Let me put the camera back on me while I bring up the song. Make sure. Yes. Okay, there we go. There we go. And I have to shut off the audio to YouTube. Okay. And again, I hit the wrong one. Okay, so John Araki sent me this song called Lola by the Kinks. Lola. Why does that sound familiar? John, this isn't a. I'm skipping ahead just to look at some of the lyrics here because. Lola. Why is nothing coming up? Okay. John, I am taking it on good faith that you would not have me sing some type of pedophile song. Okay, Mama Pray is given the green light, saying it's okay. Okay. So this is Lola by the Kinks by John Araki. Not by, but from John Araki. Yeah. We're getting a call. Oh, maybe we're going to have something interesting.
Call from cell phone G.
Hello?
Hello, this is a call from AT&T Technical Department.
Oh.
We are hereby to inform you that your internet connection will be terminated from today onwards.
Oh, no.
For problems, please press 1 to connect with AT&T, and if you want to disconnect your internet, then press 2.
AT&T is going to disconnect my internet. I don't even have AT&T. Oh, well. I guess we'll play with fire. I don't have time for that. Oh, anyway, Lola by the Kinks, courtesy of John Araki. Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl. No, wait, that's a different song. I met her in a club down in Old Soho where you drink champagne. It tastes just like cherry cola. C-O-L-A cola. She walked up to me and she asked me to dance. I asked her name in the dark and the brown voice. She said Lola. What? Lola, L-O-L-A, Lola, Lola, Lola. Dark brown voice. How does a voice be brown? Well, I'm not the world's most physical guy, but when she squeezed me tight, she nearly broke my spine. Oh, my Lola. Lola, Lola, Lola. Well, I'm not dumb, but I can't understand how she walks like a woman, but talks like a man. Oh, God. Lola, Lola, Lola. Oh, Lola. I'm guessing she's not Klingon. I don't like where this is going. Well, we drank champagne and danced all night under electric candlelight. She picked me up and sat me on her knee. Jesus Christ, get out of there! And she said, "Dear boy, won't you come home with me?" Well, I'm not the world's most passionate guy, but when I looked in her eyes, well, I almost fell for my Lola. Lola, Lola, Lola. Why were you on her knees? Lola, Lola, Lola. Lola, 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 Lola. Lola, Lola, Lola. Guy, go home. Go home. I pushed her away, thank you. I walked to the door. I fell to the floor. That's not good. I got down on my knees. Oh, Jesus. I looked her at and she said me. That's the way I wanted to stay. And I always wanted to be that way for me and my Lola. Lola, Lola, Lola. Girls will be boys and boys will be girls. Oh no, it's all mixed up and muddled in this world except for Lola. Lola, Lola, Lola. No, no. Well, I left home just a week before. Jesus Christ. And I never kissed a woman before. You haven't yet. And Lola smiled at me and took me by the hand. And she said, dear boy, I'm going to make you a man. Well, I'm not the world's most masculine guy. But I know what I'm glad, and I'm glad for my Lola. Lola, Lola, Lola. Lola, Lola, Lola. Get out of there. Run, Lola. Lola, Lola, Lola. Lola. It's a trap. Lola, Lola, Lola. Lola. Stop saying her name. It's not even a woman. Lola, Lola, Lola. Lola, 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 Lola. He's doing bad things to him. Lola, Lola, Lola. Lola, 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 Lola. How many Lolas? Lola. And she said, what? But I know what I am and I'm glad I'm a man. And so is Lola. You son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. You heard this song?
I guess I never heard the words right.
You never heard the words right. Mom okayed this song. Mom okayed this song. And great. I just sang. John Araki. We are going. Oh, I did it without the camera on me. Ah, damn it. I knew I missed some words. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. I'm so sorry. They heard me. They heard me. Do it again.
I did. I said I wouldn't. I never knew that's what that song.
You never knew that's what the song was.
No, it
Had nice music. Well, let's see, John. I do apologize if I should have been on camera. If you can pick another song, but goddamn it, not something like that. Or if you want, I'll redo it. But obviously, it's not going to be the same now that I know what it's about. Kennewick says STD. Oh, JP says STD Klingons don't have more hair than you. That is true. Kennewick says what everyone feels towards Game of Thrones. I felt to Westworld until season 2, when the writers throw out all the J.J. Abrams mystery boxes. Westworld season 1 I liked. Season 2 it was over. JP says burn them all. That's what you were saying when. That's what you will be saying when you're at 30,000 subs. Yes, release the dragon fire, or wildfire, whatever it is. Chief Cook says, what is Central Time for the Anti-Tracker show? Well, Central Time is she'd be 7:30, like 7 p.m. to 7:30 Central. So we're at probably 30 minutes before I'll skedoodle. John Araki says, is everyone giving money to Nerdrotic instead of anti-now? Turdrotic instead of anti-now. Joseph Patrick says, my previous comment I meant for KSP to slaughter you both. Do love the streams. And Thomas says, Ned Stark, is he Tony Stark's uncle or something? Thomas Bott says, breaking, Brie Larson to direct Game of Thrones season finale. Well, if it wasn't already shot, I wouldn't be surprised. Mr. Langioni says, oh, jeez, oh man, there's a ton of comments. Says, leaving out Altered Carbon, disappointed. I have never seen it. Never seen it. Thomas Potts says, does anyone hear sound on his stream? Area will sit on the throne. Rezo Germ says, keep it pushed down, bird. List bird, it's its rightful spot at the bottom. Hector says, in the book she was 7 at the start. Chief Cook says, no singing, lol. Joseph Petrick says, will the blonde fire-resistant chick sit on the throne? The last episode I watched was actually the one where she got out of the fire with the baby dragons. And I believe she was naked when she got out of the fire. It was a good episode. I don't know. It's possible. It's possible, Joseph. She's in the end. She's still there. Thomas Spot says, you don't have time to sing. Thomas says, Anti-Trekker starts tune. And Thomas says, gay Pornhub tab. No, there's no such thing. And I don't have it. And Chief Cook says, no singing, please. I'm sorry, Chief Cook. But when people pay you money, you gotta do. You gotta do things. Resolute Germ says, Burgess unwittingly revealed why little girl ends up on the throne. Why the little girl ends up on the throne. I don't know why, how. Chief Cook says, Pornhub. Lol, touch this tool. Well, it is. That's the name of the tool. I know. As soon as I saw the name of the tool, I said, damn it. Why did it have to be called Touch This? Why did touch have to be in the name of this tool at all? Chief Cook says, someone stop him now. Joseph Patrick says, Chief Cook, still recovering from my touch myself. Resolute Germ says, no, Cook, that would be less embarrassing. Chief Cook says, Anti-Trekker, say something. Chief Cook says, no, Thomas, stop him. Resolute Germ says, oh God, we're all going to die. And John Araki says, not a pedophile song. No, it wasn't. Anti-Trekker. Chief Cook says, no. Anti-Trekker says, sorry, I have no idea what's going on. Working hard here. John Araki, but close. But close. Chief Cook, no. Thomas Butts says, Bird of Prey, you do not have time to sing streaming in 30 minutes or so. Chief Cook says, stop with a stop sign. Chief Cook says, yes, lol. Kennewick says, press 9. That was, I guess, when the phone call came in. Chief Cook says, lol. Then he said, no. John Araki says, lol. The universe is trying to stop Bird from singing the song. And that's why I forgot to move over the camera once I got to YouTube. Chief Cook says, kill John. Death to John. We're, of course, kidding. Not Ryan Johnson says, what did I just walk into? Hello and Qapla. Hello and Qapla. Not Ryan Johnson. Chief Cook says, kill the bird. Chief Cook says, stop playing. Thomas says, he's murdering us. Chief Cook says, stop. SOB. Stop sob. John Araki is hysterical. Chief Cook says, damn you, John. Hector says, it's puta madre. Move aside, Hypnotoad. Not Ryan Johnson says, if this was MMA, I'd be tapping out. Wow. Chief Cook says, that's it. John Araki is given thumbs up. Kennewick says, this feels so much longer than 4 minutes. John Araki says, "Oh man, the ad-libbing made my day." Chief Cook is yelling for Mom to step in. Stop him. "It's a trap," said John. Yeah, I said it's a trap. Actor says, "I only heard the last minute. Poor guy had heard 3 minutes more." Kennewick says, "They heard you in Jersey." Guy, run. Yes, John Araki says, Guy, run. Resolute says, "Were you..." No! Resolute Germ says, sobbing. Chief Cook is yelling, "No." John Araki says, "I can't believe you never heard of Lola before." I've heard of Lola from Copacabana. Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl, but that was 30 years ago when there used to be a show, but not for Lola. I am actually quasi-related to Barry Manilow. Quasi. Yes, Mom confirms. Mom's stepbrother's stepbrother is Barry Manilow. So I'm basically a Manilow. No. Barry Manilow's parents wanted to set Barry up with my mother. I mean, they probably realized he wasn't all right, but they would try to get my Barry to go out with my mom.
No, they were trying to get me.
Oh, they tried to get my mom to go out with Barry. Yeah, Barry wasn't so into the women folk. They were trying to get Mom to I guess, change his mind about things. Things could have been very, very different. There is some parallel universe out there where Mom married Barry Manilow. I don't know what would have happened. Resolute Germ says Google has a sick-minded autocorrect. Actor says season 1 of Westworld was so good. Ford fate seemed so right, and then season 2 happened. Thomas says there's like beeping noises. Beeping noises? John Araki says, did Anti miss the performance? Actor says yes, he's busy working. John Araki says if we learned a lesson tonight, it's that Birds needs to research these songs beforehand. He caught up yet? Well, basically. Joe Manilow. Could have been. Rezo German says, or Manilow is a bird. And Mannequin gay. Barry Manilow is gay. Yes, I know. I know he's gay. But Mom knew it a long, long time ago, as she just said. Back in the old neighborhood, they knew. They knew. Barry Manilow would like Lola. That's probably true. That is probably true. Maybe that's the Lola. No, I assume Copacabana came out before this song. So, okay, well, listen. Robert Knowles, the Rambling Canuck, he is not here, but I want to show everyone. He did get me this cool gift. The Klingon Bird of Prey Owner's Manual, official Haynes. Yeah, official Haynes Owner's Manual for the Klingon Bird of Prey. It is very, very cool. It's hardcover. It's very glossy. It has, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it's got beautiful artwork and it's very detailed. You can build your own bird of prey just by following what's in this book. So thank you so much, Robert Knowles, aka Rambling Canuck. And if you're watching, you guys should definitely check out the channel Rambling Canuck. I will post the link in the chat. But thank you so much, Robert Knowles. I do enjoy the book. It is a beautiful, beautiful book. Let let me go ahead and get you the link to Rambling Canuck. Rambling Canuck. There we go. Yes. This is the Rambling Canucks channel. AKA Robert Knowles. So check out his channel. Very cool guy. Very cool guy. John Araki says, thanks, Bird. You are welcome, John. I'm so sorry I wasn't on camera. Embarrassed. Nice. Maybe you will fly the ship better. I write songs that my boys sing, says Chief Cook. Thomas Potts says, nice. Maybe you'll fly the ship better. Thomas says, I think I have that book. Does that bird of prey have a... Joseph Patrick is building your own bird of prey. Own it, Joe. And Thomas Potts put in a YouTube link. What do we got here, Thomas? What do we got here? Wait, what the hell is this? This is a link to my channel. This is a link to this video. Why did you put a link to this video in this video? He scratched his beard with his middle finger. I might have. It was just a coincidence. So we've got, I don't know, 10 to 20 minutes, perhaps a half hour. So let's head on over to Kerbal Space Program, and let's see where we are now. Unfortunately, while playing Kerbal, I can't read the comments, so I'll have to go back to them in a little bit. But I spent a couple of minutes in Kerbal today, and honestly, I didn't learn much. But I did download some stuff from the Steam Workshop. So let's see. Here we go. I will grant you this isn't a rocket, but this can show we at least have domination over the skies of Caroga. Well, okay. Well, I see we are on a launch pad rather than... Wait, why are you going backwards? Shit. Speed... No! What the hell is that? Take off! I don't know what the hell was going on, but there we go. What are the controls here? Ah, shit. No. Let's okay, let's redo that. That was a simulation. That was a simulation. Okay, how do we go to the runway? That doesn't make sense. Okay. Well, let's see. There we go. We are airborne, and we are in control. We are in control of the skies over Caroga. We can intercept any threat. We can basically just head right into space as a plane, if we were so inclined. We can do barrel rolls. Yeah. We can put up our landing gear, unlike anti-tracker. Okay? We're doing barrel rolls. We can burrow left, we can roll right. We can keep our nose up, we can incline. We can turn. Yeah. There we go. We're flying into the night. We can deliver bombs wherever needed. So, there we go. I gotta say, this is a very successful flight. I think we've demonstrated our mastery of flight dynamics. Let's come in for a landing. There we go. There we go. Nose up. Nose up. We're at 20,000 feet and falling. And we gotta bring the engine up a little bit more. Let's turn. Okay, well that's not good. What the hell was that? No! Bring the gears back down! Pull up! Pull up! Pull up! Wow. That was a close one. We were at 100 feet. We were at 100 feet. Oh man, this thing is so responsive. I thought I was dead. I thought I was dead. Pull up, pull up, pull up. Wait, what? Why is the engine stalling? Okay. Okay, now we're coming in for a landing. We are coming in for a landing. We're at 300 feet. 300, 297, 100. Okay, we're going too fast. We're going too fast. Cut the engine. Cut the engine. We gotta get up. Oh, shoot. Let's see. Is there an Enterprise book? I'd imagine. Thomas says, see, he scratched his beard with his middle finger. John Araki says, diversity now. And Joseph Patrick says, yes, Kerbal. Reslu Germ says, can we launch John into the sun? We can try. Hector says, you need to go to the hangar. To the plane strip. A biplane is better. Not right. John just says, wait, well, what are the controls here? Oh, shit. Wow, one aircraft, says Thomas. This is just a small sample of our entire military. And we went up with an unskilled pilot. The real skilled pilots are on the front lines. Actor says you need to go to the main view of the installations and then to plane hangar. Chief Cook says he's better than anti-tracker ship. Actor says, and stop being a cheat and build your own planes. Anti-Tracker used a pre-built space shuttle. Thomas Potts says there's 2 birds of prey on the screen. I get it. Thomas says now land. Land on a runway. Well, I can't. There was no runways. Darth Calhoun says gluten thog bird of prey. Gluten thog Darth Calhoun. Hector says this game has a campaign. Free unlimited mode is not the most interesting part for me. Resolute Germ says give it a minute and you'll die yet. Thomas says well, Caroga has a kamikaze air force. Hector says we can remake him. Beep, beep, beep. The $50,000 man. Daniel's Hot Topic says MCU multiverse confirmed in Spider-Man Far From Home. Yes, the Spider-Man Far From Home trailer dropped today. And apparently you should not watch it if you've not yet seen Endgame, because it contains spoilers. And the guy, one of the MCU guys, I don't know who he is, he comes on screen beforehand to warn everybody not to watch the trailer if you haven't seen Endgame yet. Okay. Let's go to space. Where is my space shuttle? I got a real space shuttle, not a fake one. Yeah, here we go. Space Shuttle Atlantis. There we go. There we go. Okay, we're gonna have some fun now. At the real launch pad. There we go. Okay. We bought some of the used space shuttles from the Americans. The ones they sent to all their different cities were fakes. Kerbal Caroga has the real space shuttles. Okay. I should have read a book on how to launch the space shuttle, but we are Carogans. Spacefaring is in our blood. Look at our glorious flag wave in the distance. Okay. 3. Oh, well, I should engage the main engine. I know the space shuttle takes off with its main engines. 3, 2, 1. Lift off. Why have the solid rocket boosters not ignited? I probably should have ignited them earlier. This is not good. This is not good. No. Undo. Oh. That was the simulation. That was the simulation. Is that their head? Oh my god, is that the head? No, it's not the head. Recover. Oh, recover vessel. There we go. Okay. We'll try this again. For some reason, they did not have the boosters start at the same time as the main engine, which is just stupid. But I don't know what they were thinking. Okay. So, main engines at full. 3, 2, main engine start. Liftoff of the Space Shuttle Atlantis. And it's what the hell is this I'm looking at? That's not fair. I couldn't see how the crew survived. The gear is down. Why is the gear down? Well, we can recover again. Okay. Third time's the charm. Third time is the charm, people. Let's see. Oh, I bet I have to turn on that auto crap. Right? Alright, RCS and SAS. Okay, well maybe not yet for the SAS. 3, 2, main engine ignition. 0. SAS engaged. We have liftoff. Liftoff of the Space Shuttle Atlantis from Kerbal Spaceport in Merritt Island, Kerbal. We are headed into the stratosphere. We are performing orbital roll maneuver. This looks normal. Everything seems fine. We're headed up. We've passed 75,000 meters, 82,000 meters. We are now downrange, 80, 90,000, 91, 92. We're still going up, even though it looks like we're going down. Now we're going down. Okay, now we might have a problem. We are, oh my God. Oh my God. How is this happening? By what laws of physics? What laws of physics can this possibly be happening? Oh, we need to... what? This doesn't make any sense at all. This has to be a simulation. Okay, drop the tank. Drop the fuel tank. Shut the engines down. Do the engines not shut off? No! Why isn't the tank falling off? How do I eject the tank? The tank is stuck. The tank is stuck and controls are not responding. Maybe if we can land in the water, the tank will act as a big float. Okay. Well, maybe we can land vertically. Yes! We survived. We walked away. We walked away. Which is good because I can't walk. So, that was a successful mission of the Space Shuttle Atlantis. I will grant you we might not have made it into space. Let's try one other thing. What else do we got here? Oh, this one. This one looked good. Oh, what is this? Another plane? This has nuke engines, I think. No control. Okay, well then we won't launch that. There we go. Let's load this one. What the hell is this? Okay, how do we go to launch? There we go. Now we launch from a runway, I assume. Yes! We've successfully figured out how to launch from a runway. Okay. Bringing up the main engines. Ignition. Let's turn on RCS and that thing. Let's change our camera perspective. When do we reach takeoff velocity? Now. It's a good thing we reached takeoff velocity because we ran out of runway. Man, look at this thing. This is like frickin' the Enterprise as a space plane. This is our most successful mission to date. We are, oh man. We are, okay, now we're not climbing super fast, but it is super steady. This thing, 22,000 meters. What's that? 30,000 meters. That's be about and about 90,000 feet. So we're over 100,000 feet now. That's twice the height of the Concorde. You can see the curvature of the planet. Yes. This is... Now, is this a space plane or is this an ICBM? I don't know. Once we see Turkestan, though, we will move in for the kill. And this is... Oh, this is remote. There is no one piloting this. This is remotely piloted. Excellent. That means no one's going to die. There are the mountains of Turkestan on the left. They are just coming into view. Let's see if we can edge this over ever so slightly towards Turkestan. There is Turkestan. Their capital of Toilet City. uh, 143, 147, 150,000 meters, 300, 400, 500, almost 500,000 feet. Jesus, that's miles. It's 10 miles up. This has to be. That is, wait, am I 20,000 or 200,000? 22,000. Oh, I'm only at 23,000. Excuse me. Wow, that doesn't seem much at all. So, right, 27,405. Yeah, oh, I was adding a digit. Okay, we're only now hitting 30,000 meters, which would be 90,000 feet. And there are the stars. We have reached space. Okay, we have reached space. What's going on with the map here? Where are we? Where are we? Where is our orbit? Let's see. Okay, we're gonna make it. We are going into orbit. Excellent. What happened? Did the game crash? No! We're out of fuel. There we go. The nuclear engines have been enabled. The nuclear engines. And you guys probably thought I didn't know what I was doing. I read the description. It said 1 to turn on the main engines and 2 to turn on the nuclear engines. Now who's laughing? Anti-tracker. Now's who's laughing. Let's see. We are still increasing in altitude, just not as fast. Okay, we'll speed up time some. Warp cannot warp faster than 1x while ship is still under acceleration. Damn it! What the hell's the point of time warp? If I don't go on acceleration, I'm not going to clear the orbit. Can I drop something? What the hell was that? I thought maybe those heavy engines would have fallen off, since it doesn't seem like there's any reason to keep those now. How is our orbit changing? It is not. It is not. Okay, well, here's the deal. I don't know what we're clicking, but I have no idea. I have no idea. I assume the nuclear engines will just go on forever? So why would it seem like I'm ever going to fall back to Earth in that case? Okay, if I cut the nuclear engines, then can I time zoom? Yes. Why can't I see what's going on right now? 1x. Okay. Let's engage the engines again. Why won't the engines engage? I don't engage. There we go. There we go. We're not gaining altitude, are we? Let's bring on the main engines. Parachutes? Are there parachutes? This might not be good. Yes, straighten out. Straighten out. Slow down. What happened? We can't be out of nuclear fuel. Surely there's fuel. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, the spinning isn't so bad. We just need to slow down our descent. I say that looks like we're slowing down. Wait, that's only 5,000? I thought we were at 50,000. That's not good. Okay, we are slowing. No, maybe we're speeding up. Why do the engines seem to be slowing, reducing power? There we go. Steady as she goes. Steady as she goes. There we go. Okay, now just turn over. Turn over. Heads up. Nose up. Nose up. Nose up. Belly flop. Well, there's no fire. Oh, shit. We're okay. And another successful mission for the space program of Caroga. Yay. Caroga. Another great mission. Yeah, Caroga, you just saw another successful mission to space. Let's see. What time is it? 8:19. Okay, anti-trigger. If you start, that's fine. I'm just gonna read these last comments and then I'll be over. Thomas Potts says Daniel's Hot Topics looks like this season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. will deal with the multiverse. Thomas says that was Tom Holland's Spider-Man, Bird of Prey, who's way more in the spoilers. Daniel's Hot Topics says Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. takes place in another universe, not the MCU. Thomas says they are connected. Actor says, yeah, Bird of Prey 5 doesn't recognize Spider-Man. I'm sorry, I don't know. I thought he was a young kid. Thomas Potts says Bird of Prey only knows Spider-Man from his butt. What the hell does that mean? Actor says Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is connected to the MCU, but the MCU friend zones them. Daniel's Hot Topic says even the director of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. says that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is not the MCU. Anti-Trigger says, lol, I just looked in time just to see that. Kano Xavier says 3 chimps gave their lives for Caroga in that launch. Thomas says, watch out, Anti-Trigger, his Air Force is only kamikaze. Daniel's Hot Topic says Anti-Trigger, the multiverse confirms Spider-Man Far From Home. Mr. Lingel's A Groovy Movie says, why have you said such bad luck with your space program? It's all a ruse. Hector says more people lays dead around the base than around Winterfell. Resolute Germ, there goes $3 billion. Hector says boom. Anti-Tractor says nice. Hector says, oh, the Carogality. Bird of Prey and says, here's my ICBM link. Okay, I'm downloading it. I have subscribed to it. The MIRV ICBM MK1. Thank you, Josh Street. Kano Xavier says the Hindenburg crashed today in 1973. Well, then, that's what we were doing. Anti-Trigger says, this looks normal. It's a quote. Kenwick says, yes, tumbles are normal. Actor says the Hindenburg has nothing on Joe. Resolute Germ says, Anti-Tracker, how did you sabotage those shuttles? A bastard. Kennewick says, call up more chimp astronauts. Actor says, you need to refresh your physics, Joe. Anti-Tracker says, Resolute Germ, our plan is simple. We let Joe run his space program. Thomas Potts says, I think the guy is dead. Anti-Tracker is yelling spacebar. Spacebar, 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 spacebar. John and Rocky says, Challenger or Discovery would have been a better name. Well, Challenger was the one that blew up on takeoff, and Columbia was the one that blew up on reentry. Well, disintegrated. Actor says, and soon Caroga is covered in decomposing bodies, rotting metal, and toxic gases. Anti-Trigger said, we survived, the official Caroga victory cry. Josh Street says, Anti-Tracker, MIRV. Yes, I got it. Actor says, that plane seems safe. Thomas says, a rocket from Walmart would have gotten higher. Actor says, easy to fly and land. Actor says, you load the planes from the hangar. I got it. Actor says, better align your view. Anti-Trigger says, look at this thing. It looks like a freaking Enterprise as a space plane. Anti-Trigger says, that's 3,000, not 30,000. John Araki says, Bird has had a rough day. He has a suggestive shape, says Hector. Daniel's Hot Topic says, we are all innocent, we are innocent, we are. Giant Trigger says, oh no. We all know Bird is really good at flying into mountains. Tiki of Doom says, Turdistan, what a shithole. John Araki says, tastes like cherry cola. Hector says, no Bird. It's 15K, not 150K. Mr. Langioni's Groovy Movie says, shouldn't he be leveling off or something? Hector says, they're not rocket engines. Hector, so no problem with the altitude. They are rocket engines. So no problem with the altitude. Anti-Trigger says, I think Bird has plenty of fuel. Oh wait. Hector says, that's the downside of rocket engines. Anti says, oh, I am still laughing. It's time to level, says Hector. Thomas says, I haven't stopped laughing. And Josh Reed says, a time warp when the engines are off. Hector says, why are you going so high? Hector says, you need horizontal speed. Hector says, that thing is incapable of safe landing. And the Trigger says, just keep straight up. Everything will be just fine. Hector says, that guy had an A in his math, ladies and gentlemen. Anti-Trigger says, oh, this is going to end well. Hector says, I don't see a parachute. Joe is better treated gently. Resolute Germ says, time to go boom. Anti-Trigger says, no need for shoots. Hector says, if by well you mean well for Turdistan. Anti-Trigger says, he's going to blow up soon. Mr. Langioni's Groovy Movie says, you're about to burn up on re-entry. I didn't though. I beat re-entry. Hector says, no, he will kiss the ground. Tiki of Doom says, that's a neat trick. Anti-Trigger says, that big thing is the planet. Hector says, kiss your ass goodbye. Anti-Trigger says, if he survives, I will be impressed. Thomas Potts says, Anti-Trigger, how long until you stream? I need to go to work soon. John Araki says, may the debris rain down on the enemies of Caroga. Anti-Trigger is a few minutes, just logging off work now. Tiki of Doom is lolling. Thomas Potts says, okay. Anti-Trigger will be right back. Hector says, no fire. Ah, shit. Tiki of Doom, another happy landing. Hector says, successful? Yes. That was totally successful. That was our plan all along. It was unmanned, after all. Another bird of prey landing. John Araki says, Ant's gotta go and make room for the stream. Auntie's gotta go make room for the stream. Hector says, I like Bird of Prey 5's definition of success. Mr. Langioni's Groovy Movie says, were your astronauts trained by kamikaze pilots by any chance? Well, the worst kamikaze pilots, I guess, if they're still alive. John Araki said Bird thinks he's actually playing the new Mortal Kombat. Fatality. Thanks for the song, Bird. Special thanks to Mamo Prey for not ruining the surprise. Qapla. Chief Cook says anti-tracker ship sucks. Crashes and burns. Thomas Potts says say it again, Chief, and I'll pay Bird of Prey for 10 songs. But only when you watch. And Chief Cook says anti-tracker ship sucks big time. Crashes every time. And with that, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Qapla. I'm sorry, we will do a longer stream this Wednesday, I guess. It was just a bad day today. I tried to get started earlier. One thing after the other. Anti-tracker Josh Street, look for the heavy turd MK1. Will do, Josh Street. Will do. With that all, Qapla, and I will see you on Anti-Tracker stream. Good night.